Welcome to SPASRO. Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we will see about Saturn and Rahu in 11th house. In astrology, the positions of Saturn and Rahu, the north node of the moon, in the 11th house of a natal birth chart can have various implications and influences on an individual's life. It's important to remember that astrological interpretations are based on belief systems and can vary among different astrologers. Here's a general overview of what Saturn and Rahu in the 11th house might signify. 1. Saturn in the 11th house. Saturn is often associated with discipline, responsibility, and limitations. When placed in the 11th house, which is traditionally associated with friendships, social networks, and aspirations, it can suggest that the person takes their social life and friendships seriously. They may approach their social connections with a sense of duty and responsibility. Positive aspects. Saturn in the 11th house can indicate that the individual is dependable and loyal to their friends and social groups. They may have a strong sense of community and work diligently to achieve their social and group-related goals. Challenges. On the flip side, Saturn in this house might also bring challenges in forming and maintaining friendships. The person may experience isolation or difficulty in expressing themselves within social circles. They might be cautious in making new friends and could have a tendency to take social matters too seriously. 2. Rahu in the 11th house. Rahu is often associated with desires, ambitions, and unconventional pursuits. When placed in the 11th house, it can indicate a strong desire for social recognition, friendships, and achieving one's aspirations. Rahu's influence can make a person more unconventional and willing to explore new and unique social circles. Positive aspects. Rahu in the 11th house can bring a desire to break free from conventional social norms and form friendships with people from diverse backgrounds. This can lead to a wide network of acquaintances and opportunities for achieving one's goals. Challenges. Rahu is known for its shadowy, unpredictable nature, so it can also lead to unconventional or even problematic associations. There might be a tendency to pursue social recognition at any cost, which could lead to ethical dilemmas. The person might experience fluctuations and changes in their social circles. The specific effects of Saturn and Rahu in the 11th house can vary depending on their sign placements, aspects from other planets, and the overall chart dynamics. To get a more accurate and personalized understanding of how these planetary placements influence an individual, it's advisable to consult with a qualified astrologer who can analyze the entire birth chart. Certainly, here's some more information about the implications of Saturn and Rahu in the 11th house of a natal birth chart. 3. Saturn's aspects. The aspects of Saturn on other houses and planets can provide further insights into how this placement affects the individual. For example, if Saturn forms a challenging aspect, like a square or opposition, to personal planets such as the Sun or Moon, it may intensify the sense of responsibility and duty in social relationships. On the other hand, harmonious aspects, like trines or sextiles, can indicate an easier time integrating Saturn's qualities into social interactions. 4. Rahu's desires and obsessions. Rahu is often associated with cravings and obsessions. When placed in the 11th house, there can be an intense desire for social recognition, popularity, and being part of influential groups. This desire may sometimes lead the individual to chase unconventional or unorthodox social circles. 5. Balancing Saturn and Rahu. Saturn and Rahu represent contrasting energies. Saturn is about discipline, structure, and responsibility, while Rahu is about desires and breaking boundaries. Balancing these energies can be a challenge but also an opportunity for personal growth. The individual may need to learn how to pursue their social and aspirational goals, Rahu, in a responsible and measured way, Saturn. 6. Social impact. the 11th house is also associated with social activism, humanitarianism, and working for the betterment of society. When Saturn and Rahu are in this house, the person may be drawn to causes that challenge the status quo or that involve hard work and perseverance to bring about change. 7 Karmic influences. In Vedic astrology, Rahu is often associated with karma and past life influences. Having Rahu in the 11th house may suggest that the individual has karmic lessons related to their social interactions, friendships, and aspirations. They might encounter situations where they need to learn about detachment and the appropriate balance between personal desires and social obligations. 8 Transformation and evolution. Saturn and Rahu are both transformative planets in their own ways. Saturn's lessons are often about patience and endurance, while Rahu's lessons can be more sudden and unexpected. Individuals with this combination may go through significant changes in their social networks and aspirations throughout their lives, which can ultimately lead to personal growth and evolution. It's important to remember that astrology is a complex field, and the interpretation of planetary positions depends on various factors, including the entire birth chart, the signs these planets occupy, and their aspects. Consulting with a professional astrologer can provide a more accurate and personalized understanding of how Saturn and Rahu in the 11th house influence an individual's life. Certainly, here are some additional considerations regarding Saturn and Rahu in the 11th house in astrology. 9 Professional and career aspects. The 11th house is also associated with one's professional networks and goals. When Saturn and Rahu are placed here, it can indicate a strong desire for success and recognition in the professional sphere. These individuals may work diligently and ambitiously to achieve their career objectives. However, they might also encounter challenges and obstacles in their career path that require persistence and strategic thinking. 10 Financial matters. Saturn is often linked to financial stability and responsibility. With Saturn in the 11th house, there can be a practical approach to financial matters and a focus on long-term financial security. Rahu, on the other hand, can bring fluctuations and unexpected financial opportunities or challenges. Managing finances wisely may be a key concern for individuals with this placement. 11 Social circles and associations. The 11th house is associated with social groups, and having Rahu here may lead to a fascination with unusual or unconventional social circles. These individuals might be drawn to organizations or communities that are seen as innovative, avant-garde, or even fringe in nature. They may seek recognition and validation from their associations and may go to great lengths to be part of influential groups. 12 Innovation and unconventional ideas. Rahu's influence in the 11th house can stimulate unconventional thinking and a desire to break free from societal norms. These individuals may come up with innovative and revolutionary ideas related to social change or group dynamics. They may be willing to take risks and explore new territories in their quest for social advancement. 13 Friendships and loyalties. Saturn in the 11th house can bring a sense of duty and loyalty to friendships and social connections. However, it can also lead to a cautious approach to forming new friendships, as there may be a fear of rejection or betrayal. These individuals might have a few close, long-lasting friendships rather than a large circle of acquaintances. 14 Karmic lessons. In Vedic astrology, Rahu is often associated with unresolved karma from past lives. When placed in the 11th house, it can indicate that the individual's karmic lessons are closely tied to their social interactions, achievements, and desires. They may need to navigate through complex social situations to learn and grow spiritually. 15 Personal growth and transformation. The presence of both Saturn and Rahu in the 11th house can signify a transformative journey in the areas of friendships, social aspirations, and community involvement. The individual may need to confront their fears, overcome limitations, and evolve in their approach to achieving their goals. Remember that astrology is a tool for self-reflection and personal insight. The interpretation of Saturn and Rahu in the 11th house should be considered in the context of the entire birth chart, as other planetary placements and aspects can modify and refine these influences. Consulting with a knowledgeable astrologer can provide a more nuanced understanding of how these energies play out in an individual's life.